Okay, I'm going to try to get a little better look at these gigantic female guppies that came out of one of the lines I'm raising. These are without a doubt the biggest ones I've ever raised. The dorsals are very large, the tails are very large. And you can get a pretty good idea. They're very jumpy still because I just moved them into a new tank a few days ago. I tried to get a video the first day, but they really weren't swimming still for it. But right now they're a little calmer. The one above here has the biggest tail, and it's actually part of her dorsal dropping down into the tail there. They're very big fish. This is the male, normal size male, and apparently they're going to hide behind the filter because they know I'm recording it. So that was the end of that. These are some Japan blue firetails. Finally got a nice drop of babies in here. They're somewhere down the bottom with all the dirt. There's one moving around, I think, a couple of them. And these are some half black reds that I'm fish sitting for a friend of mine, Tony Anderson. He's got some really beautiful fish, and I'm just kind of watching these until he's ready to take them back. So other thing I wanted to go over is culling some of the fish, because you really want to get into a habit of culling some of the line, because otherwise the line's going to fall apart. So all the fish in this tank I culled for one reason or another, and I'll try to go over them if they stay real quick. Some of these females were too small. Let's see if I can get this to be easier to deal with. So you can see some of them are kind of small. This male, the tail wasn't developing the way I like it. Same with this larger male right here. A couple of these males were all actually starting out 3/4 black, which I really didn't get with this line ever. But all of a sudden I had a couple of them come out, and I put them aside because I was lazy, I guess, instead of getting rid of them. And some of them actually turned in to be full blacks anyway. So I don't think this one ever will, plus it's too small and I'm gonna have to dump that one. But a couple of these males did switch from this 3/4 black like this one to all black. My line doesn't get black at the very base of the stomach. And the other odd thing in this tank, which I'll try to get, if you can see right there, that's an albino. I've never gotten albinos out of my black Moscow line. So I really was afraid to leave that in the tank. I know nothing jumped in, but it's just, it was so odd to get an albino and a black Moscow strain that I put her aside, and I have these males in there now that are half decent to see if she's fertile. So it looks like it, but I won't be able to tell until there's some babies in there. But anyway, that's kind of something you want to get in the habit of doing, is culling out some of the inferior ones. If you get kind of like me and you really don't want to get rid of them anyway, and you have a free tank, you can experiment and see what kind of drops you're going to get out of them. Like this one ended up being pretty good. I still don't like the very bottom of the tail. And this one actually looks a little bluish, which is a little strange. But the females aren't bad. They were small, so I pulled them. But it was just the strangest thing, getting a albino in the tanks of black Moscows. The other black Moscows are doing pretty good. I have a bunch I'm going to have to cull down. These are about 4.5 months old right now. And I pulled out any of the ones that I didn't like. These are a little younger. And there's pretty good development. They're doing well. Probably not going to really, I'm just going to pick some breeders out of them and probably sell off the rest, I guess. But this tank has 1 3/4 black in it, and I'm going to pull that out and see if I can increase my black delta line with them. So anyhow, thanks for watching.